Welcome to this look at a new mod map to Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an intriguing one and potentially with some problems. We're about to find out. So this is Cow's Farm. This is by ABT-FrankyY, 27.88 megabytes download. There are no required mods to download. Slot count on all three game modes is 677. Now, by removing all the stuff around the yard here and all the equipment and machinery, I got it down to 578. I didn't remove the two animal pens because they've got animals in, so I left those for the time being. So you can get it lower. There are no custom crops. Contracts, let's say contracts are available. I had one contract for mowing, which paid 138 grand, I think it was. You'll see this map only has 4 fields, and it does say in the description we are talking about an unrealistic map where I tried to make as much dairy farming and every other animal as possible. Well, this has got cows and it's got a sheep and goat pen with sheep and goats in. Now it also says in the description BGA, and it says a natural water source too. I can't find either of those on the map. Plus, we may have an issue with the cows. This is the main yard area, and we've got a bit of equipment machinery. So, yeah, let's have a look at the map. So on New Farmer, we start with this plot here, which is this one. Now, I wonder. No, it can't be. So this is our cow. No, this is our sheep and goats pasture. This is our cow pasture. This plot here, farmland 3, says value 7,000. Well, how come that when I did it on the last one was 300,000? What is happening? You'd also start with this big field here. If you don't own that on Farm Manager and Start from scratch, that one, as you can see, is 5 million, or nearly 6 million actually. And then this one here, which is mostly forestry, is 3,000,007. This one here, plot 2, 3,066. That's really weird. Before I end this, I might go back out and go onto one of the other game modes, because that same value is 7,000. Now that does also get you the roadways. Does that get us that bit in the middle? It should do. For placing stuff. We're on farmland, aren't we? Let's come out of there, come off there. Yeah. How curious. Anyway, so that's the map. That field you start with on New Farmer, as we do with the 2 animal pastures, and then the forestry plot. And everything is centered around the middle, which is just here. So if we come across here, we have got 250 sheep and 50 goats out of a potential 2,500, which is craziness. Silage clamp just there. Come across the way, sleep and wardrobe trigger just here. Then we come over here, we've got our cow pasture. Cow pasture, we've got 250 out of 3,500 cows in there. We got that, you'll see they're all young'uns in there. Now off camera I purchased another 750, and my only concern with this, if you're really into doing cows and maybe sheep and goats, and this map is predominantly 2 of the biggest fields for pens, even with like 750, 800, 900 cows in there, there were hardly any in the pasture. If we go airborne now, bearing in mind we've got 250 in here, I know they're small, but where? It's that thing that when you get an animal pen and you might buy 90 and it puts like 10 in the pens, but if you're going to want to run, I want to run a pen with 3,500. I know it can't render all of them, but they're very sparse across the entire field, and the same with on this side as well. But again, that's a personal choice. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If I look on this map now, I've got this point here, which we'll drive out to in a moment. That's the all sell point. Where is the water source and where is the biogas plant? It definitely says BGA. So I thought, well, maybe that's in the build mode. Now, under build mode, the only thing I could find under build mode was under containers. Whereas the Karma 16 silo there, normally 27,300 litres of seed and mineral feed. This one that's been added in is 150,000 litres, and it can be filled with different products, and we've got one just to the side of us. Now I'm going to place another one of those because of something I want to show you in a minute, which potentially could be an issue. So it may get an update. And as far as I'm aware, the PC version of this that came out, was it last week? Whenever it was, it came out, is a 4x map. I can't imagine it's been a 4x. That's insane as well. Anyway, so over here, here's the Karma 16 modded version. Seed, total mixed ration. Now it says there's no space because that's full. Well, it says 100,000 litres. What else have we got in here? There is no more storage space for this product. That is saying 50,000 litres. Okay, 50,000 litres for seed. Maybe I don't need that. So it's only got 50,000 litres in at the moment. It will take another 100,000, but it looks like it will only do one thing at a time. So I can fill that right up with seed. Right, okay, that makes sense. So this one that I've just placed, seed, total mixed ration, mineral feed, solid fertiliser, but it appears it will only let you do one thing at a time. So let's buy total mixed ration. That will become, like I say, more relevant in a bit. So that's the Karma, well, two of those we've now got, but you only start with one normally. Slurry tank just there, manure heap just here. Silo, 75,000 litre standard crop types with our trailer we've got there, and we've got the all sell points just here. So we've got an all sell point here, and we've got an all sell point over by the woods just there, which does also have, as you can see, a sell wood option on it too. We come across the way here. Now the other curiosity with this as well, when I was going around the yard off camera to see what I could sell here at the main farm area, we have got vehicle shop and workshop trigger just here. There's your vehicle shop trigger, there's your workshop trigger. You can sell that, so be careful, because if we come back into build mode and we go, say, to tools, which is where you'd expect to find a vehicle, main vehicle shop, there's not one to replace it. So yeah, just be careful on that. I couldn't find anything else. Everything else seems to be base game stuff. Across the way here we have got our animal dealer point just there, so for purchase of, etc. And then equipment and machinery. Big old mower. Is it showing a contract? There you go, look. Oh, bale wrapping, 145,950. That's going to be a lot of bales. Oh, bale wrapping, that's all right. The bale's already out, that's not a problem. So yeah, big baler, windrower, tedder, spreader, baler, seeder, harvester, tractor just there. So yeah, we've got everything we need. The reset point for the map is here as well, just here. Now, my concern is that your bedding trigger is here and the feed trigger is in there. Now off camera I tried to put some feed in here because I thought what I'll do for a thumbnail, usually when you put feed into a feed trough, the cows will come over to the feed trough. So I thought if we can get a few cows over this way, I can get a good thumbnail. I can't get the feed trigger to work. Now, bearing in mind, if I put in 3,500 cows, I do not want to be feeding them with bales. If I make total mixed ration bales using the Gportal, fine. But that's a lot of bales to be feeding into here. So I thought, well, it must work, mustn't it? Surely it must work. So let me just grab the John Deere. That's why I placed this, because we needed some total mixed ration. Because if the trigger's not working, your dreams of having a huge amount of cows could be dashed at its first hurdle. So hopefully not, but we'll see. Then we'll take a drive out to the forest. Like I say, I can't find the water source. I can't find a BGA. I don't know whether that description is from the 4X version and just hasn't been amended for the standard version for crossplay. Yeah, I mean, it's all a bit odd. I should have swung around that way in the first place. So, total mixed ration. Let's fill the trailer up. Now I've got tip side back, tip side left, tip side grain door. We'll try grain door first. I tried to the left. I tried everything. I watch it work now, just to spite me. So that I went to the left of it, to the right of it. I'm on trailer, pressing triangle, I'm on trailer, nothing coming up to unload. It's the water trough is the other side of it, because initially I backed up to the wrong point of, oh you idiot, so I moved over. I've got nothing. With the grain door or back, and I thought, well, maybe it wouldn't be over where the dialogue box is. Is the trigger in the wrong place, maybe? It doesn't seem to be. So, if you can't feed them, and you do start with some in there, if we go to our animals, you'll see we have got some water in there and a little bit. Because I thought, oh, maybe it's full already. Of course it's not full. Look at the line there. It's not full by any stretch of the imagination. And we've got some grass in as well for the sheep and the goats. So I'm at a loss. Let's do tip side back. So yeah, I'm genuinely baffled. I don't know. It's an interesting. Yeah, there's nothing coming up, is there? The other thing, before anyone, before I get letters, I did also, because that belt system, that one picks up from the ground. It's supposed to pick up from the ground. I put one of those. I thought, oh, okay, I'll put that on the ground. That'll go into the trigger further back. If the trigger's a little bit further back, that'll go in. Nope. Didn't give me an option to unload. Didn't put the Tomix ration onto the belt. I genuinely, I'm at a loss. Do I try one of those? I mean, it seems a lot of mucking around. Potentially. So anyway, what we'll do then, all that aside, whether or that works or not, it's a big old flat map, so you can, it's a pity the other fields aren't broken up into smaller chunks, because I know that the map maker's done it so it's focused more on animals and I suppose specifically cows, but with the sheep and the goats as well on there, because you haven't really got an area without buying a huge grass field there. So if you wanted to run any productions, and the same with the forestry area, that's over 3 million. So you think, well, I'll just clear a few trees and we could put some production stuff down, but you've got to have the money to buy the plot in the first place. So we come all the way out here. This is the other all sell point just here in the woodland, and I'm genuinely, I've been all over the place. I'm looking for water, something that's not shown on the map that could be a natural water source. I don't know. And as far as the biogas plant goes, if we come back into build mode and I come down to factories, I thought, well, maybe there's one under here. Maybe that's what it's referring to. There's a modded one put in here that you can place. There's nothing under factories. So I don't know. It's a curious one, isn't it? I'm not quite sure what to make of it. I'm not going to lie. So the same as I always say with mod reviews and map tours, take from it whatever you want, whatever you will. I'm just showing you what it is as presented. Yeah, that's Cows Farm by ABT-FrankyY. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.